I'm bad at doing the openings. I'll try again.
It's you're in your head like you think you have to do something. Just say hi to the people.
All right.
I see you thinking. Your mouth's even moving. Like, what am I saying right now?
All right, I'll try. I'm bad with the cold opening. Hey,
That's
everybody. Thanks for checking out the All in Our Heads podcast. I always hit a wall at that point. Why are you laughing? You're supposed. When you hear me have a brain fart, you're supposed to take it over.
Oh my God, it's hilarious just to watch.
What would you say next?
I just say, hey man, thanks for tuning into All in Our Heads podcast. We appreciate all the downloads, all the shares. We don't know how you found us, but we're glad you found us.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And then Joe, what's our favorite apps to listen to?
Laughable.com app. Laughable.com/download. It's a great app for comedian podcasts. You can subscribe to our podcast, to our individual comedian pages where it shows all the podcasts we've been guests on. That's for iPhone. And for Android, we like iHeartRadio.
There you go.
There you go.
And if you, whatever you listen to us, if you can just do a favor and share it on your Facebook page, that'd be awesome. That's all we ask.
Yeah, we like the people that share.
A lot of people do, and people, they're very supportive.
We do have supportive listeners. One emailed me about therapy, and they're because I talked about therapy last week. One emailed me this week to tell me about their experience, which was very nice.
Right.
So you see that? The All in Our Heads podcast is helping people, and people are helping them. It's like a little family we have here at the All in Our Heads podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
How many times can I say the title of our show?
I don't know.
In the opening.
I think they know where they're at now.
Okay. You guys know where you're at? At the All in Our Heads podcast.
Listen, real quick, if you want to see a little live All in Our Head podcast, this Friday is the annual Spring House fundraiser. What it is the Spring House is a halfway house for women that struggle with drugs and alcohol. They get out of detox, and then they go to this halfway house for women, and the fundraiser is done by all the women who have been through the program before, so it's called the alumni group. Some of these girls have 25, 30 years sober. They raise money every year to buy the girls who are currently in the house clothes, food, help them with babysitters. So the money goes to the girls who live there. So it's a good cause. We've done it. This has got to be 10 years now I've done it, and this week it's Friday night. I think doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8:30. Go on my Facebook page, and you'll see a link to it. I also have an event for and it's in Westwood at the VFW.
Yes, so we'll both be there Friday night. It'll be a good time. You guys should come out. Saturday, if you live up in Montgomery, New York, I will be with comedian Joe Conti from the Conti and Kenny Show. We'll be up at the Lodge at the Stonyford Golf Course in Montgomery, New York. So if you live up in that area, please come out. So today we had a good podcast. We talked about
doors.
Yeah, Mike opened to ask me about my new front door, and that sprung a nice little discussion. Talked about animals and me hunting in the woods, and then a bunch of TV
some of our shows. Yep,
TV shows. And
a little bit about comedy.
Yeah, so nice little fun, just little easy episode.
That's it.
After last week's therapy episode. So thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for downloading. Check it out.
You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo. What's up, buddy?
Nothing.
All right.
Just having coffee, chilling at the desk. Got the dog in the background. I think he's sleeping on the bed.
Is he passed out? Yeah, there he is. No. Oh, he's kind of awake, though. He's looking around.
He's keeping watch over the podcast studio.
Yeah. You have to work today?
Nah.
That's nice. Good life.
Oh, yeah. I woke up, ate, went on a hike, came back, watched a little TV.
Took a nap.
Took a little nap. Woke up, took a shower, a little lunch, a little coffee, a little podcast. I have a good life, my friend.
How was the front door installation? Did it go smooth?
Yeah, they have to come back Saturday and do like molding and shit. Like, because I had like this really fat white molding on the outside.
Yeah.
But the previous owner, instead of putting it in with finishing nails, put it in with like these fucking daggers, like these huge nails. So they couldn't take it off without breaking it. So like, we're just gonna have to come back and replace it.
Oh, okay.
So I got to replace. Because my door was old, so it was kind of like bigger than the newer style doors.
Right.
The side lights, so all my molding was too small to re-put back on. They have to just do inside and outside molding. So that happened Saturday.
You have a door with a side light or two side lights?
Two side lights. That's how my old one was too.
Okay.
But this is all fancy now with like frosted glass and like diamonds and shit. So, like a little pattern.
That's how fancy people say it too.
Yeah.
Anybody who's really fancy doesn't even point out their door. It's got fancy diamonds and shit, Dad. Look at my door.
I like my old wood door. It was a nice red door, and it looked cool. And but then when they were taking it off, then they put this one on. I'm like, look at that piece of shit door I used to have. It was just like I totally turned on my front door.
Is this pre-finished?
Yeah.
Is it got a wood grain, or you can stain if you want to?
It's white. It's white. We want it to. It's primered, I guess you could say, but it's a white primer.
Yeah.
But we're gonna paint it. We're gonna paint the whole house once the addition's done.
Yeah.
So we'll have the whole door repainted white, everything, all the white trim and shit, just fucking whole thing. Boom.
Boom. So it's flat white. It's not a. It's not a grain.
Right. It's like a flat white.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got.
Where'd you get it?
Home Depot.
There you go.
But my buddy who's doing my project installed it. So.
Okay. Oh, the guy who's doing the back?
Yeah, he took it yesterday and did the front door.
Oh, nice.
So, because he was here when that happened, when the door flew off.
What happened? Like the wind got through it? And
it ripped my storm door off and ripped a piece of wood with it. But I thought, so I have this handyman that I call sometimes to do some shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, can you like put a piece of wood there and put this back on? He goes, nah, you got to replace the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing. Like I'm telling you, the little piece of wood that ripped off made it a $3,000 project.
Wow.
But thank God for homeowners insurance.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Because it was wind damage.
Okay, but was there do you have to prove that shit or no?
I just took a picture of it. And,
no, I'm saying, do you have to prove that there's wind, or like you could have been like motherfucker, like and slam the door? They don't look into it that much. I guess it's not that big a deal.
I don't know what type of investigations they do when I'm not around, but they seem totally fine with everything I said.
Yeah, I mean, how many doors are you calling in for? Like, another door. Yeah,
right. Yeah, you hope this one lasts the life of me in this house.
Right.
Like I plan on selling this house one day with that door. Like I'm not going to be that picky. Be like, I just need a new door.
Yeah.
I was actually fine with my old door. I would have never went out and spent $3,000 on a new door and side lights. Never.
When I left the Home Depot, I was manager of the windows and doors department. And people would just come in and be like, "Yeah, I'm going to put it." Like, I just never understood why. I'm like, you can't get in your front door. Why do you need a door? Like, isn't it fine? Are you doing the whole house? Oh, why do you need a front door? I don't get it. Why you would even look into a front door?
Yeah, I guess maybe if you didn't have good, if it was like a shitty door and you were like letting a lot of energy out or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
What's cool about this door is, it's got the glass in the front. It's like a half glass,
Yep.
You could always, like, if like the next person or if I wanted to, whatever, you could spend like $400 and get a whole new pattern.
Yeah, no, you could pull the glass out and replace it.
So if you want, if you were like, I got some money to burn, I'm sick of the diamond, the little fucking.
Yeah,
diamond.
No, you can. So it's like like half and half. Like the bottom half of the door is full door, and then the top half is a square.
Yeah, and then the two side lights match the middle.
The middle, right? Yeah. And it's only halfway. The side lights too.
Yeah, halfway. These side lights are nice because, like, where the diamonds are, you can see into the house, but everything around is frosted. Where my old side lights were literally just no frosting. Like, you literally just look in our house.
Right.
I mean, you can't really see us because all you see is the dining room, and then all the rooms are off of that.
Right.
But, yeah. So,
all right, that's this episode of This Old House.
This Old House. That's it. Well, you asked. I had no plans on discussing my door.
I don't mind it, but
Let me check that off my podcast list of questions, topics. Hey, guys, want to talk about my door?
I ran the department and have no idea about anything about doors. No idea about doors or windows. Doors were easier. Windows were like so like to the 1/8 of an inch when you were measuring, and like I didn't measure, but these people would give me measurements. It was like you got to be so exact with the windows, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. So like,
yeah,
when people came in with like a big window order, like I need 16 windows, I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna fuck this up, man. And I was the manager of the department. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, guy. I gotta get you somebody. You're buying these windows because you have an efficiency problem, right? An energy problem. Yeah, I'm not gonna help you.
Yeah,
you got a big gap, so you have to fill in my goddamn windows.
right. Windows. I got one. When I bought this house, there was one. All the windows were quality, good windows, but one in our bedroom was a wood window that like barely locked, like an old ass.
Yeah.
Unless I thank God I know people, because I had a friend to come out and do it. Because you can't find a window place. They're like, we don't do less than 3 windows.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't need 3 windows. They're like, do you need like a back door? I'm like, no, I don't. I just need 1 window. They're like, we're not coming out for that.
You could have went like I guess you went to Home Depot, bought a window, and just let the guy put it in.
No, Home Depot wouldn't do it for that.
No,
either.
they wouldn't install it, but you can buy a window. They sell windows.
Oh yeah, well no, my buddy Brian, who's a contractor, he
got it and did it all.
He sent one of his workers, this like Spanish guy, came over and just took out my old window and put it in.
Oh, nice.
For like $500. So
I could never do any of that. That windows and doors, man, are like, you got to have someone else do it.
Bro, they were coming to do the door yesterday because they were coming like second half of the day because it was like a small job in that big store. There's like black clouds coming. They're like my front door is out and on the ground.
And here comes the storm.
And there's just black clouds over. I'm like, you guys going to get this in? You can't leave me like this tonight. You know, there's varmints around here that may come inside.
Yeah. What are they? What are there?
Varmints.
Oh.
Coyotes, raccoons.
Yeah.
You know,
varmints, I get it.
Skunks and shit.
I get it. I didn't know I was in the middle of a Western, but I get it.
Yeah. Why? What do you call them?
I don't know. Animals?
Yeah, but animals could be. Yeah, if a bunny came in, that's an animal. Bunnies and squirrels. I'm talking like ones that are like, oh shit, fucking raccoons, skunks.
Yeah.
Coyotes, things that'll fuck your ass up. That's a varmint. If a little bunny rabbit came in, I'd let him join the family.
Okay.
That guy, you came in, you know you're never leaving.
There was a deer right in the middle of Maywood. Like I was driving home the other night. It was like 2 a.m. I come to the end of like the main street in Maywood, Pleasant Avenue, and there's just like an island of grass in the middle of like the 2 one-way, it's a one-way street each way, but there's like a little grass knoll in the middle. And this little deer just sitting there in the middle. I'm like, what's up, buddy? I open my window. I'm like, what's up, buddy? Just looking at me, like 5 feet from my window. I was like, what you do? How you get here? How did you get here? Like, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck you came from. There's no wood. Like, where do you live around here?
Yeah, the deer, they find these little patch of woods in towns like Maywood and where they can just live or nobody can fuck with them because there's no hunting there.
Yeah, but how do they get to that? Like,
they fucking cross fucking highways and get the fuck there. They survive the fucking long trek.
Now, with these little patch of woods that are in Maywood, there's maybe like a 2-acre patch of woods somewhere. That's good enough for him.
Sure.
Yeah,
man.
Because I'm just like, where are you going, man?
Because he's gonna, if there's a couple deer, they're gonna birth babies, then the parents are gonna get killed by a car. It's probably a very small community that just stays dying and birthing.
They all know that's pretty much the process. It's like, listen, you can live up in the big woods and get shot by dudes with guns, or you can come down here in the little woods and you're probably gonna get hit by a car.
No, there used to be woods on the outskirts, and then as the building happens, they just find their little niche. But it's safer for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they don't have to go out. They try to go out at nighttime when the moon's out, and then that's why you see a lot of deer get hit at nighttime. Yeah. Because they're out roaming. Like, especially full moon time.
Yeah.
It's real bright.
Yeah. But I just thought it was strange for him to be where he was, where she was. I'm just thinking, where did you come from? How did you make it here before not turning around? If I'm walking and I think I'm going in the wrong direction, I get about a block in, I'm like, nah, I got to go back. I'm going the wrong way. How does a deer you're nowhere near the woods, dude. Nowhere. How did you get all the way here? At no time did you turn around and go, nah, this isn't right. This can't be right.
That's like when the bears get seen in my neighborhood fucking swimming in the lake. It's like, where the fuck are you? Where the fuck? What? Like a nice sized bear too, not like a cub.
Yeah. I think any bear's a nice sized bear.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around with a bear. That's a varmint. If you want to talk about varmints.
Yeah.
It's a beast. I've never seen a bear. Only at the zoo.
Yeah. You don't want to see one.
No, I wasn't.
No, they're fast as fuck, man.
Yeah, no, that's why they kill people.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that. I don't know. That's why I went hiking in the woods that you hike in.
Yeah, there's bears in those woods.
Of course there is, dummy. You're dangling fucking poor Cody the bait.
Nah, Cody will be fine. Actually, you know what? He probably won't because he's such a, he'll try and protect me.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
You know. That's the way.
The bear might leave you alone because he feels sorry for both of you. Look at this.
No, listen,
dog.
Bears aren't out looking for people.
No.
That's why, when you're there on the weekends when there's a lot of people there, you don't see bears because they hear people. They're like, I'm just going over there.
Right.
They don't want problems. That's why when you even my dad used to say that where you clap and yell. If you see a bear in the woods far away, do some clapping or yelping. Because they're like, wait, there's people? I'm out. What it is, you don't want to startle a bear. That's why you clap and yelp when you're in the woods.
Bears sound a lot like you. You don't want to be around people and nobody wants to startle you.
Yeah, I like to be around people.
No, you don't.
I just don't go after people.
Right. You don't seek out people.
I don't seek out hurting people.
Yeah.
You know? What you don't want to do is be near a bear and their cubs. That's bad.
Right.
A bear alone will leave you alone.
No,
but if there's cubs near, you don't want to, mama bear to be on one side of the trail and cubs be on the other side of the trail, and you're walking through. You know, fuck that. Scott Brennan's girl said she saw a bear at those trails that we hike at.
Oh, really?
But Scott thinks she's full of shit. He's like, there's probably some black lab in the middle of the field.
He's got no faith in his blood. That knows the difference between a dog and a bear.
That's why I just these people that are against bear hunts. It's like, yeah, but when they eat your kid and your dog, you're gonna be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure their vote will sway if a bear eats their kid.
It's like, yeah, none of us want we don't want to have to go kill but there's too many bears, so you need to keep the population in check. That's why deer hunting is good.
No, I get that. But bears and deer, I don't think there's too many. Do you think there's too many of us? Right now they're talking about, I think there's plenty. There's enough of us. There's not too many.
Yeah.
And the humans are like, yeah, too many for us. We're trying to walk in this field on a Sunday afternoon with our dogs. Too many of you. Back it up.
Let me tell you something. If you ever seen a skinned bear that's been killed, right? No. I'm just saying, though, it's the creepiest thing because you really, it looks like a person.
Right.
You're like, man, we are not far from beast.
Yeah.
When you see that, when you see, you skin a deer, it looks like an animal.
Right.
But the bear is just bizarre. You're like, oh. You're like, but you got to kill him.
I hear you. Before you go getting too soft on me, you got to kill him.
There's a coyote in my neighborhood. I saw it one day, a small coyote.
Right.
But they're vicious motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
Whenever I see the little sign, cat missing, I'm like, I know exactly where that motherfucker is. That's in some coyote shit next to the lake.
Snugglepuss isn't coming home.
No, those things are vicious, man. And I think they have a den. I think the coyote den is in this person's backyard on this main drag. I think they must have some little woods in their back, something, because me and Cody walked this sidewalk on Allentown Road by our house, and one night we're sitting there. This is 2 days after I saw the coyote, and Cody just looks back in this woman's backyard with one paw up.
Right.
And I don't know, something gave it Cody some vibe because he marched home scared, like like,
Really?
like pulling me back. Like he knows exactly where our house is. No matter where you're in the neighborhood, he'll bring you home. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, something was back there and gave him a vibe. It was either the coyote or a skunk again because he got sprayed in the face with a skunk last year. I don't know if I told you that.
Yeah, I think you did.
When he came to the back door and his face was all, ugh. What did we have to use? We had to fucking use like a concoction of like baking soda and shit.
Right.
Like he stunk for fucking a week, dude. It was just brutal because there's nothing you can do. The vet can't do nothing. You just gotta wash it. And all we hear is, and then he's at the back door, eyes squinted, and just yellow shit all over his face. He got sprayed like right between the eyes. and then he came in the house. We're all like, "Oh man, it stunk."
He'll never attack another.
So either there was the coyote that was giving him a weird sense, or a skunk was like little spray. Like, you better get the fuck away, motherfucker. But I never saw him cower like that off of not seeing something.
Right.
It was bizarre.
Yeah, he sensed it. He knew something.
But I wouldn't kill that. Like, yeah, you can't like hunt in Parsippany or nothing. Even like BB guns, I'd kill that fucking coyote. If that was like at my dad's house when I was a kid, if we saw a coyote, he's like, kill that motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, kill that motherfucker. I had one run at me one time, and I don't know if I killed it, but I felt like I was in a horror movie, dude.
Really?
Well, because my dad was doing a deer drive. We're down at the hunting club.
Right.
And they're doing a deer drive, so you hear them call, like push in the woods, like yelling. So you're just waiting. You're looking for deer.
Right.
You're looking for deer, and I hear like so you think like deer are coming.
Yeah.
So I see a couple deer, but this is buck season where you have to shoot them with horns. Can't shoot no horns. So I see a couple of those, and then out of this brush comes this coyote just running straight at me, like I'm in the fucking like a werewolf movie.
Right.
I just unloaded my gun, like, and it ran off. I don't know if I nipped it, but I'm like, I ain't following that blood trail. I don't want to see that motherfucker again. Scared the daylights out of me, bro.
It was rifle?
Shotgun.
Oh, really?
Shotgun, but it's so weird because when there's this like phenomenon in hunting called buck fever. Mm-hmm. It happens. It's like when you're about to kill something, or like when something's coming at you, like an animal. You have your adrenaline pumps. You're like, you're not even like within yourself. Like,
right.
You can't even explain it to somebody. You just have to take somebody hunting and let them try to kill something. And you're like, what the fuck was that? And they call it buck fever. It's like when you see the animal coming, your heart's like beating.
Yeah.
You're about to, take something's life.
Right.
But like when something scares you like that, it's like 10 times.
Right.
So it was like the thing could have been 40 yards from me, but in my fright, it was about to bite my face. You know what I mean? Like you lose all sense of perception.
Right.
But I just unloaded three rounds just right at it, and it ran off. And then they saw some blood, but it's not worth to track it. You're like, hopefully it's dead. We'll kill it if we see it.
Right.
Because you got to kill them because they'll eat the deer in the area. They'll like kill the herd.
Oh, really?
Oh, they'll maul them to death.
Right.
Yeah, it's.
Well, they can't. And deers can't really fuck them up.
No, right. Deers. No, these fucking. They have like fangs, dude. They're like. They're mangy dogs with fangs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're fucking gross. I can't believe they're in my neighborhood. It's just like, are you kidding me, man?
There was one here because. Well, I don't know if it was you driving me home one time or somebody was driving me home when we pulled up.
I saw one in your neighborhood. It was fucking big, dude. And my brother Mike, who's very big hunter and knows all the areas, like, dude, there's huge ones up there.
Remember we were driving and then it just darted. It was like, boom, and down somebody's driveway. It was like, what the fuck was that? Look like a werewolf.
Yeah, that's a big motherfucker. That coyote's eating well because there's a lot of restaurants in the area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some of those little deer in that area, they're getting...
Yeah, and puppies. And
well, as soon as a deer gets hit, especially, and it's all limping in the woods, coyote's like, all right.
Who ordered takeout?
Yeah. But they're weird. They'll eat the guts out. You'll see them like just eat like they eat like the garbage of the fucking...
Really?
They're ugh. At the hunting club one time, the next door neighbor, the guy at the club, like the cabin next door, the guy killed a coyote. Someone must have a picture of it hanging on the guy's thing. Dude, you're like, if I saw that in the woods coming at me, I'd cry. Like, like for real. Like, I don't know if they attack people. They were running at me because that one was running at me because it was scared of the people coming.
Right.
You know, it didn't see me and be like, food.
Right.
Every time I tell me the turkeys fucking scared the daylights out of me when I was hunting.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucking brutal, man. I unloaded my gun. I'm like, I can't hunt today. I'm too jumpy. Fucking turkeys fly 3 feet from my face. I'm like, I didn't even see them there. They were there the whole time. I had no idea.
How long were you sitting there?
I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for deer to come. I hear them pushing the deer, and you're listening here.
Yeah, so you're focused.
You hear a lot of it, so sometimes you think it's squirrels, but you can really tell the difference between like a deer running through the woods because it's like a crushing, like going through the brush. But turkeys are big too.
Right.
So the turkeys are, sometimes you can't really see that far in front of you. You know what I mean? You see like these lanes of like 20 yards. It's not like a whole open field you're in.
Right.
And I'm like, I hear just like loudness coming at me, and I'm ready. Got my gun like to my shoulder, but just looking. I haven't picked it up yet. And then out of nowhere, 3 turkeys just fly up in front of my face, and I thought they were coming at my head. And I just, because turkeys kind of like fly, like they can sometimes go up into a tree. Mostly they fly like helicopters, then swoop down behind you.
Yeah. Right.
And bro, my heart was just like racing. I just unloaded my gun, and my dad's like, "See any deer?" I'm like, "Nah, these turkeys jumped out." And I gotta go take a nap or something. I just can't. I can't. I'm too jumpy right now, man. I didn't know what to do because you can't kill the turkeys out of season. You can't kill them.
Really?
I probably wouldn't even have shot them. Happened so fast.
Right.
I was just like, ah.
Did you feel like the wind of their feathers? Like
no. They're so loud. Like, I can't even do justice how loud these motherfuckers are. That's what scares you. It's not the actual turkey. If the turkey was silent and just flew, you'd be like, it's a bird. Yeah. But it's this, like, it's almost like a ghetto gobble gobble. Yeah. Like, very loud and screeching.
Like a movie theater gobble?
Yeah, like, I don't know. Go on YouTube, see if there's any screeching turkey sounds or something, but... Yeah, it's fucking mortifying, man. I've had some weird hunting experiences.
I did a show last night with Conti.
Oh, the Project Graduation?
Project Graduation. And I have audio, but I listened to it and it's just not, I don't know if we would want to put it up. Maybe right here we will. But before Conti brought me up, I started recording my set and I got like the last like minute and a half, 2 minutes of his 4-way stop sign joke.
Yeah. And
as he's doing the joke, you hear me. I'm like this. He's like, people always tell me they think of him. Like, no, they don't. And I'm like, you just hear me. You hear him saying it.
Commentary.
Like, yeah. Every time he was saying something, he's like, and my fear is that people are going to say that content. Like, they're not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Like that. Just hear me commentating over his joke, and I'm like, I hate him. But it's a little. Some parts are good, but like I have my notes behind my phone, so you hear like the paper rustling.
Yeah, right.
So I just I don't know if I want to put it up.
Yeah, that's fine. If it's not good, it's not like we. Yeah. So was it a good show?
It was okay.
Set the scene. It was how many kids?
They actually had a good turnout this year for the comedy show. Was probably, I think they had about maybe 75, 80 kids in a room.
In like a theater?
No, they did it in the library.
Okay.
But they set up the chairs like in a semicircle with they had their banner, like James put his banner up with a microphone stand in front of the banner. So they set up really nice.
Oh, James was there too?
He didn't show up, but Joe, the way
okay,
Joe
the
did
comedy shop.
James.
Yeah.
So they set it up nice, and then Joe did 30, and I did 30, 31, 32, something like that. They were good. It was a little like a pocket of like 4 chatty black kids. But for the most part, and maybe like a little pocket of like a boyfriend and girlfriend would chat here and there. But for the most part, they were respectful. They listened. They laughed at where I wanted them to laugh. Very rare that I get a thud of a joke with them. They laughed at every joke.
Right.
That's all I care about.
That's good.
Yeah, and I was Conti, of course. Conti, he can't be clean. He just cannot. He can't be clean. It's not. He's not capable of being clean. And before the show, he has to ask the person who obviously it's a kids, it's teenagers. I know they're 18, but this is a school library. It can't possibly be open season, you moron. But he has to ask. Choppy. I mean, we know they're 18, 19, so they probably they're all right with language like that. Why do you have to put that in there?
Right.
So he cursed a couple times, and so I went. I didn't drop the F-bomb. I said shit. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
I know. But I did.
If shit is a curse, I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
But I did 2 jokes that I wouldn't have done if dumb shit didn't have to curse. And do sexual, like right at the, you hear me say like, oh, you can't do clean. He was like having sex and like, no, we just fucking got finished talking to the woman. He's like, well, we're not talking about overtly sex stuff. I'm like, you're saying the word overtly so you can talk about sex stuff, and then you can later go, it wasn't overtly. You know what I'm saying? Like just no sex stuff. That's got to be a no-brainer, bro.
Yeah.
But he still had to do it because he's a fucking knucklehead. But so I did my daughter, when she got her monthly friend throwing her pad at her brother, I did that joke, but I do it like where I don't even talk really about it. I'm like, she got, the thing, and they all laugh. I'm like, I'm not comfortable even talking about it now. And then she threw her pad at her brother, and that's all I really say in regards to that.
Mm.
And they were laughing their asses off at that. And then I did, so I did that joke. And then I did the bathroom joke with the creepy dude in the bathroom dancing.
Mm-hmm.
I would have done those 2 jokes if Dumbass didn't just do what he did. But Joe looks good, man. He got that stent. He looks good.
You can tell the stent. That guy looks like a guy with a stent.
You can just tell he's down some weight. He just looks, I don't know. He just looks less sluggish.
Well, that's good.
Got some blood pumping through his body now. Got some, keeping him up. I've seen Joe at 12:30 at night, and his eyes are closing.
Mm.
You know what I mean? He's always falling asleep. He's wide awake, talking, laughing.
Well, maybe he's changing his ways.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, it is good. But it was all right. I for some reason, I've done these project, graduations. I've done shows for kids all the time. I do fine with them. For this one show for the past week, I had knots on my stomach. I'm like, this is gonna suck.
I hate shows like that when you're like,
yeah, it was. It was. It didn't suck, but
yeah,
I thought it was gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
What else did I want to talk to you about? I wanted to say something. What do you want to talk about besides your door and your?
I didn't want to talk about my door. You brought it up.
I know that. I know, but we did. So now, what else?
I gave a half hour of podcast. You do 3 and you're out.
Yeah. It's your turn now. I just did something. I just did topic.
What did I do? I had no gigs this weekend, so I don't have no stories. I was off.
The whole weekend?
The whole weekend. I had a weekend, but then they double booked, so I was the second one, so I lost it, which is fine because they gave it to me last minute.
Right.
So, how can I be mad? They gave me something I didn't have originally.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Plus, the dude whose gig it was, I like him, so it wasn't like, all right, cool,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you didn't mind losing it to someone.
Right.
Yeah.
That I like.
Have you watched I'm Dying Up Here yet?
I watched the first episode.
I watched the first 2. I like it.
I like it. Yeah. It seemed a little corny at first, very like almost like fake cartoonish.
Yeah.
To me, the first episode, but I always realized they're trying to set up characters, and once I'm into the characters,
yeah,
it seemed a little too cartoonish to me. I read the book. It annoys me they couldn't get the rights to all the real names of the real people in the real club and everything.
Right.
Because it makes it like, you know.
I mean, yeah, it does. I mean, like, and the people in the business know what club it is and what they're talking about, but
right.
The regular public's like, oh, is this a made up thing?
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard like they have a ventriloquist in there that they feel is kind of like Otto, and they've kind of like shit on him a little bit, trying to like make him out to be like racist or whatever.
Oh,
but
really?
uses the puppet to. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. It's just something I read.
Okay.
Where like people that are fans of Otto's were like, "This is bullshit."
Oh, really? I liked it. I mean, the first I liked it. I like the. I got emotional, like. Once I know something like it hit me, like I guess I'm close to the topic, but I got emotional when that girl got the nod to do the main room.
Yeah.
And she was like, right, and I was like, fucking, I got emotional for her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, nice. Like, I'm like, I'm hoping that it doesn't like. You think it'll be too inside? I don't know. I think
if it goes by the book, it's about the whole the old comedian strike, and I mean, like the comedian strike and trying to get a union together.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe too inside. I think it's fine if it's inside. I think because people like to learn about it.
Right.
Like Joe Rogan was talking about in his podcast he had. I think it was like Morgan Murphy on. They were talking comedy.
Right.
And she's like, I don't like to. You know, she sometimes said she feels weird talking too much about the business she's in, but he's like, people want to hear. He's like, but it's something you're passionate about. He goes,
right.
Like, I agree. Like, I always hear people that have comedy podcasts or, you talk too much about comedy. It's like, but that's who we are.
Right.
And I think people will get bored. It's like, I think people could get bored with me talking about my door too, but like, or anything. People get bored at anything.
Right. If this was a auto mechanics podcast, people will get bored of us talking about engines
eventually.
Yeah,
people get bored of anything, so just talk about what I agree. I feel like I could listen to anybody talk about anything they're passionate about.
Right.
I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast. I don't even know what the fuck these people are talking about, some of these scientists, but they're so passionate about it. I'm like, I love this.
Yeah, right.
I'm retaining none of it, but I love hearing you talk about it because you're so into it. It's making me into it for this moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that, and that's what. So that's what I think. Like it may be too inside, but I think people want to be inside.
I mean, it may be so. It's like I feel with Crashing. I don't think Crashing's too inside. I like that the thing about how important it was to have a guy have your comics that work your club get on late night.
Yeah.
Because you then you have that comic that brings people into your club because they saw them on late night.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's how important the comedy club cared about getting you on late night.
Yeah. I like how they showed like the jealousy too, like the comics, like seeing the guy
what's his name? Santino said, if that doesn't make you angry when somebody gets something, then you get out of this because you don't love it.
Yeah, we know people like that.
He's a little too much. But I remember when I forget who I was talking to when I got something, or somebody got something. I forget who it was. It was like, the first instinct is to go, God damn it, but then you're happy for the person.
Right.
Now I never go. I don't think. I mean, unless I don't like the person or I think the person, in my stupid opinion, sucks. But for the most part, I don't go, they shouldn't have that. I should have it. I never say that.
No, I've never said that.
Like, if you got it, awesome. I wish I had that opportunity. That's what I say.
That's what I'm disappointed. I don't know how to get these opportunities.
Right.
That's what angers me. I'm like, how do you get it? Not that you got it. I'm happy you got it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those jealousy things are usually, hopefully, when you're new in comedy and insecure. If you're like doing it over if you're like past like 6 years,
right,
and you're still that jealous, like you have emotional problems.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're always like, how did that guy get in that club? Who cares how he got in there?
Like I remember,
You get in there.
I remember feeling that jealousy when I was new because I had nothing.
Right.
And then you see somebody, how the fuck did that guy doesn't do?
Yeah.
I always get, but because you don't know, you don't understand
Right.
how the business works,
Right.
and how there is no reason,
Right.
and it has nothing
There
to
is
do
no
with how
rhyme or
funny you are.
Nope.
You know what I mean? There's no reason.
Nope.
You know why? Because it is.
Exactly.
That's the reason. Because that's the way it is.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think I don't ever remember being jealous. I mean, I would say, like, I wish I was in that fucking. Like, I would think in the beginning, I'd be like, he's not that funny. How was he in that club? God damn it! You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But after a while, after you start doing it a while, you got to be confident in your own material and confident in your own skills.
Yeah.
And like, all right, he's in that club. Oh, I would like to get in that. I want to get in that club. Not, I don't want him in that club. He should be out. I should be in. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get like that. And I know there's a lot of comics that are like, fuck, he don't deserve that. Who the fuck are you to say what he deserves?
Yeah. Well, who deserves? Nobody deserves
Yeah.
anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were somebody. I forget who I was listening to. Some podcast was talking about. They were talking about that thing we talked about a few weeks back with like too many comedy specials and whether it's a good thing.
Yeah. Yep.
And these guys were talking about how even the clubs are getting to the point where people are getting spots. Like there's so many TV spots you can get. Like you could get on
Right.
TV a lot. And now good clubs are putting up people that have TV credits that aren't great comics.
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like it's too easy. You know what I mean? It's like the same level. Like there's like they were referencing more like MTV and stuff. Like, oh, this guy's on MTV
Right.
or True TV, so he's getting spots, but he's can't do it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But he's got the recognizable face or whatever.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
it.
And you're like, yeah, what are you gonna do? TV. That's one thing. Like I said, and it's like you know, I hear the stories about England where like American comics go over there and about to go on stage like, oh, here's my credits. They're like, we don't do that.
Yeah. Right. It's gonna be funny.
We just say, here's your next comedian. We don't give a shit
Right.
about. And you're like, that's the way. I mean, it should be that way. Like back when in the 70s when like the TV credit mattered.
Yeah,
like you said, like
right.
this guy's going to be on the Tonight Show, and then boom, now it's going to make people go to the clubs.
Right.
I guess it does matter to a degree. Like if you're real famous, like if you have like like comedy cellar comedians like Louis, Chris Rock,
Right.
people that their names from being on TV on your marquee will bring people in.
Right. No, the credit is going to bring people in because of the name. But
I think the
people on
name brings
stage-
people in, not the credit.
No, I'm saying the name because of what he's done on TV is why people know him.
Right.
But when he's being brought to the stage, no one needs to know. You see him on the Chris Rock show. Chris Rock, like
Right, Chris.
Yeah,
He don't even need that.
yeah, he doesn't need it at all.
I think nowadays though, if like someone's walking by and sees a board of
Right.
comedian names,
Exactly.
if it says Mike Gaffney Comedy Central, I don't think Comedy Central, you know what I mean, brings people in.
No. But if it said Mike Gaffney, Kevin Can Wait. Oh shit, he's on a television show.
Right.
Now he did stand up on a late night because that doesn't matter. Like you not being what really fills the seats is being a series regular on something.
Yeah.
He did late night doesn't bring people to the fucking club, man.
No, you have to be that's why I think nowadays, especially because there's so much comedy, you really have to I think you have to do like the Ricky Gervais thing where it's
Right.
like he had some chops as a comic but nobody knew him as a comic.
Right.
He made his mark as an actor.
Right.
And then once he got the acting role, then he's like, "Oh, I can do this too."
Right.
And, oh, you're that too?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we can see you live?
Yeah, that's how. I mean, for comics, like hardcore comedians, like I got Letterman, and I got Late Night, and then I got Conan, and that's great, man. That's awesome, and I want that too, just to feel good about your process. But at the end of the day, and the club says this weekend, Mike Gaffney, who was on this and this, no one gives a fuck.
No, I'd love to get on TV as a stand-up for my own personal validation and
Absolutely.
and my peers like to be like, oh,
Yes.
he did a good. a good spot. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I'm proud and envious of anybody who does it. It's great, and that's what we want to do. That's what that's our job, regardless of what we think the payoff is at the end. Our job is to try to get that.
Yeah.
That's our jobs. Our job is to try to get that kind of stuff. Our job is to work it, whatever's handed to you. Oh, what's my assignment? Get on TV. Okay, that's my assignment this week. That's it. That's your job.
Yeah, get on TV.
Yeah, so I appreciate that part of it, but I think nowadays we realize that it just, like, you know, I told you, I talked to Sean Donnelly, and he's been on every talking head show. He's been on Midnight a million times. He was on Letterman before Letterman went off. He's been on everything. Yeah. And, like, at the end of the day, if he goes to a club, he probably has a lot more fans because he's on XM. He's got so much out there now that people can find him anywhere.
Yeah. It's the pitfall of that too. Like the pitfall of having so much opportunity is that people don't need to come see you live. They could if they want. Like you really have to be like uber big.
But I think now that the people hear you on your like you hear him on XM, you hear him like on his podcast, see him on these talking head shows, see him on Midnight, see him on these shows. You're like, I want to see his stand up. He's probably going to do something different when he's on his stand. So it's a reason to come out now that people. I think you need 5,700 things for people to see you before they want to come see you.
Yeah, and I think you have to hustle more these days than you can't just like sit back and be made off of like I want to get the Kevin Hart book that came out. He put out a book, and I heard him interviewed, and like there's a story I heard about him that I didn't know about him, like how he hustled, where he told his man because he was getting nothing. You know what I mean? He was getting stuff like getting offered stuff, but he wasn't like filling seats.
Right.
You know what I mean? He went on tour. He goes, book the tour, straight door deal. If 20 people show up, it's just 20 people. And then I tell you, next time I come around, it's gonna be 40 people. He's just getting like email addresses, and he went there risking making no money just to go and perform for people. And it's like, you got to respect a guy like that, even if you don't. Like, you got to respect the hustle. Right. Of like, I'm not sitting back and waiting for someone to hand me something. Mm-hmm. And then he told this great story of how he had this like pilot. It was like he was going to the upfronts where like you go talk to like, you know, all the advertisers and stuff. And he was going to present at the upfronts. Like he had a suit, and while he was backstage, they canceled the show. Like he wasn't going to do that no more. Right. Wow. But there's a big party afterwards. Yeah. So normally, if you got canceled during that, you're not going to this party. He went anyway, as if he didn't get canceled, and started hobnobbing. He's like, people are thinking he's nuts, but he said the people in the business remembered that, and he just stayed in the loop by not letting that defeat affect him. It was just a really inspiring story to hear him say. Right. Yeah. Which made me want to buy this book. I'm definitely gonna. It's so weird. It's like I've watched his stand up a few times, and it's like I don't love it. But I like him as a person. It's like I may not buy a ticket to see you live, but I'm buying your book. I like your story. Yeah. And who knows? Maybe I will like his stand up more after I know him more. You know what I mean? He makes me laugh. No, totally. Yeah. Listen, comedy's a very subject. I'm not saying I'm not saying. Absolutely. I think he's a bad. That's the thing. I've watched it, and I'm like, I'm not connecting. I don't know. Maybe I was tired. Maybe like that's the thing that beautiful. I don't know why, and it's not. I'm not saying you do, but I don't know why people feel that they like because they find something not funny that guy or that girl should be not doing comedy because they find them not funny. It's like do you like Led Zeppelin? Oh, you don't like Led Zeppelin? I don't like the Beatles, but fuck, they're famous as fuck. Well, it's the same. So it's the same. They shouldn't do music because I don't like fucking Beatles. Well, it's the same person that says like, why'd that motherfucker get that and I didn't. Yeah, it's this survival thing. Like you think, like this whatever, bastardized survival thing. It's like, if I admit that guy's good, then I stink. Right. Well, I'm talking about regular people. Like you hear people like go, who? Amy Schumer? I don't find her funny at all. She's horrible. No, she's not horrible. You don't find her. You should have stopped right there. Right. You don't find her funny. I'm good with that. Yeah. Not that she's horrible. Like some comic, he was like, Bill Burr. I don't even like Bill Burr. I don't think he's that good. I'm like, you don't like him. That's fine. Yeah, everything's subjective. I've met nobody other than our friend BJ, who likes I love the latest Bill Burr special. Everyone's like, nah, it's too dark. I didn't like it. I'm like, that's why I loved it.
Right.
It was so like,
right.
So like a different thing.
Yeah.
I loved it. But
then you get like people loved Maria Bamford's. I seen her other specials. I liked it. I didn't enjoy this one. Does Maria Bamford not need to do comedy? And I'm in comedy, but I'm talking about regular people who have like automatically, because you didn't laugh, that person doesn't need to do comedy. You think every single person that does comedy is supposed to make you laugh? Then you're a fucking weirdo. You can't be laughing at every single style.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be guys like Emo Phillips doesn't make me laugh. Except for, did you see the tweet he made about Father's Day? Oh, my God.
No, what was it?
It's the funniest joke I've ever... It's so funny. He says, I don't have any Father's Day jokes out there. None that I know of. I thought that was hilarious, man.
That's great.
But I'm not in... I watched Emo on stage. I'm like, that's corny to me. I don't like it. Right. But people like it.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, what the fuck, man? Everything doesn't make you supposed to make you laugh.
So back to the original. We were talking about this show. I'm dying up here. So
yeah.
No, it's definitely. I like it. I mean, of course we're gonna like it. It's about comedy,
right?
You know what I mean?
I just thought it was interesting. I had to watch the third episode. Just came out last night, but I didn't watch it, or Sunday night. Did you see all of Better Call Saul? Because I haven't watched the last episode. Last night was the last one.
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I got to catch up today. What about Orange? Hi, Kerry.
I stopped watching Orange is the New Black after like season 2. I think like season 3 I tapped out. I just wasn't into it no more. I don't know. I felt like it just, I don't know. I just couldn't connect with it. I felt like I was forcing myself to watch it.
I get like, and I was thinking about this, like the show Roadies that got canceled. Like, you know, I get attached to characters. They can be simple, and I realize the difference of like Breaking Bad. When I put it up against, like, I like Roadies. I did like Roadies, but the characters were very simple, not really deep. And then you look at Breaking Bad, and those characters, like how awesome and deep they were.
Yeah,
it's like you see real writing opposed to, you know, cheesy writing in Roadies, and you could figure out why it didn't get picked up for another season. Yeah. But I don't. The writing part, if I like the people and their basic little story, I'm in. I don't want them to go away. I like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like the Orange New Black, I like all the girls. I like their stupid story. I like their characters. They make me laugh. And it's just, I like it. It's like,
yeah, I just tapped out. When I find myself like not giving a shit if I get to it.
Right.
You know what? Like, people keep recommending shows to me. Like, I was out to dinner with James the other night and recommended all these shows he watches. I'm like, bro, I just don't have no more time. I just can't add any more shows.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get through Billions. I just don't have time.
Right.
And I like that show. Like, I'll sit home and
one episode.
I really started liking it like at like the 6th like it's good, and then like 6th episode of season 1, I'm like, oh, it's kicking in.
Right.
Yeah. And I would love to have, but they're hour episodes, and I'm like, even on my days off, if I sit there for more than 3 hours, I'm like, I gotta
like
go
there's
do
a show.
something.
What's that? The show on Netflix? Another show everybody's talking about?
The Nun documentary, The Keepers.
The Keepers.
Wow, that's so sad. We're 5 into that. I think there's 7, and it's so sad.
Is it just total 7? That's it?
I think it's 7 episodes.
I can do that, but but it's like, I want to watch that.
Yeah, I'm like, I just better pay off, because it's just getting sadder. Like, each one, you're like, if they leave me like this,
it's like This Is Us
at the end of 7. Like, if there's no like hope,
yeah,
I'll feel so angry. I need a little justice.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want to hear that. No, I'm saying I'm saying it's just so upsetting. You're just like.
So that's a show I want to watch. There's you know, another show I've seen. Must be the 2nd season. It's got Ellen Barkin in it. It's fuck. It's like these outlaw family. I don't know the name. I keep seeing commercials for it. It just looks badass.
Nah, I won't watch anything with Ellen Barkin in it. I said that to myself years ago. Not after what she said.
What'd she say?
I don't know. I just don't want to get into it.
Are you making something up?
You know what she did.
No, I don't.
Ellen Barkin.
You sound like my father. Whenever you mention Jane Fonda, fuck that. We don't watch anything with Jane Fonda in this house.
What's it? Is it the VFWs where Jane Fonda's face is in all the urinals? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hanoi Hannah, whatever they call her,
Yeah.
Hanoi Hannah. You pee
No, I'm
in
kidding.
hers.
I have nothing against Ellen Barkin.
No, I didn't think so.
Had nothing better to say. Yeah, I got to say something about Better Call Saul, though. I honestly could just watch Mike's storyline. I don't need anybody else's.
I know.
Because I'm like,
You know who's-
I know I sound like a broken record with this, but I'm like, I need you to become Saul already, man. Come on.
He is.
It's
He's
just,
already there.
No, I know, but it's so prodding. I'm like, enough already.
Shut up.
Enough.
But anyway.
I'm just saying. I know. Listen, I can criticize the show a little bit, and I've asked multiple people. I'm not alone in this
I
thought.
don't care if you're not alone. Hitler wasn't alone.
We get it. It's like this. I get it. It's like,
Too bad. Suck it up. You know,
explain why it's okay.
It's fine because it has to be this way. Because just because you know who fucking Saul is, other people don't. And that's why everybody's like,
I think they get it by now. I think they get it by now. Would you grow up in Mars and you just came here now? You've heard about it. Listen, ain't nobody watching Better Call Saul that never watched Breaking Bad. I don't poll everyone.
That's the thing. You don't believe that. I believe people
I
can.
do not believe that.
All right.
Because
well,
I believe I believe what makes Better Call Saul good is the fact that you know Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I don't think if you've ever seen Breaking Bad, you would still be watching Better Call Saul because you'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? Right? It's because if you take away if you can somehow remove the fact that you know Breaking Bad,
I can't take it away.
it's mediocre. You
shut up.
No, I'm being honest. I like the show. It's my ringtone on my phone. I like the show.
I know.
I don't just put any ringtone on my phone.
It's I
don't just put any ringtone on my phone.
I don't put any. I have a vibrating phone. I'm an adult.
I'm changing it to Sneaky Pete soon, though.
Okay. There's another show I want to watch.
That's a great show.
But I like how they're going into I mean, I know you wouldn't know him, but I like what's his name's the Spanish dude, not Salamanca. What's his name? The other guy. To just drop the drugs in the.
Oh yeah, I forget his name.
I can't think of his name right now. But last week. I don't know if you saw last week.
I saw last week. Yeah, I'm all caught up. I got to watch the finale once we're done with this.
With the father, when he said, "Dad, if he just comes, please don't argue with him.
Yeah,
just let him do it. It'll be quick." That whole scene, I was like, wow, we're really learning about this kid's character too. The Breaking Bad days, we didn't really know these fuckers like that. It was all about this side. It wasn't about their side. They fucking were evil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I realized is that everyone can't be a sweetheart in this fucking world.
Yeah.
Everyone's not. These are murdering drug dealers. Everyone, I know we start liking it. It's like watching The Sopranos again. It's like The Sopranos, they kill everybody, man. Everyone's bad.
No, the Sopranos started that. The sympathetic gangster.
Yes.
The sympathy for the gangster.
So you watch these guys and
Hi, Carrie.
You know Hector Salamanca. I don't like him. He's bad everywhere. But all his guys are drug dealing murderers. Mike's a murderer.
Yeah.
You're I love
Mike. I just need his story.
Yeah.
Who were those dead people that he called the cops about? Are we supposed to know that? You know where he makes the phone call, the anonymous phone call that he dug up bodies when he was looking for arrowheads in the desert. We saw the hands.
Right, but
who are they? Are we supposed to know? Because I couldn't figure that out. If we were supposed to know who that was, did he kill them or?
I think they're Hector Salamanca people.
Okay.
They killed, so he's trying to maybe get a heat on them.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the finale tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. As soon as we're done, I'm going to go get something to eat again. I'm starving, and then I'm going to watch. And then I've been playing Orange New Black. I've been only doing one one episode. Like I'm only up to episode 6 or something like that. So I've been playing it slow. I just don't want to burn out on it because I do that, and then I'm like jonesing. So I've been like watching it slowly.
That was good that I'm able to watch Billions. Like I'm not able to watch Billions in like a huge thing. So I feel like I'm taking it all in.
Yeah,
I feel like when I binge, I don't get the same feeling of a series.
No, you know.
I mean, I do it anyway.
No, I know. It's like I know when I do this Coke all at one time, it's probably not as good as if I take it and do it over the week. But I'm gonna do it anyway.
Right.
Spread your Coke out to tomorrow. I'm gonna do it all tonight, but I wish I did what you just said to do.
Yeah.
You know what? Another show I like, and I've only seen the last season, with The Rock.
Ballers? I never saw that.
Yeah, I saw like the last season, and I was like, I watched every episode of the last season. I didn't watch the first 2 seasons, but I watched the first season. I watched the second season. I like it. I'm gonna go back and watch the first season.
Yeah,
I like it. I like the dude that's his partner. I like the whole storyline. What about? Are you caught up on Silicon Valley? Did you watch it this season?
Yeah, I'm caught up on that. That show is not as funny as it used to be. I still watch it because I like Guilfoyle, and I like the characters. T.J. Miller was great in it. Now that he's not going to be it no more, I think it's really going to lose a big part of the humor.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know what. I feel like they're done. I think he left because he realized they're done too. Like I'm watching this season, I'm like, I feel like there's all this rehashed storylines.
No, it's Entourage for nerds.
It's Entourage for nerds, but Entourage was I don't know.
Entourage was cool.
Was cool. You know, I still like Silicon Valley. I still like it.
Entourage. The reason why you liked Entourage is because we all wanted to beat those.
It's got to be one more season, though. I think they have to end it after next season.
Oh, they will. Yeah, it's got to.
They have to. It's gonna be tough to do it without TJ.
Yep.
But
he favorited one of my tweets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I tweeted at him about something he said, and then he favorited it. I was like, oh, nice.
I tried watching his special on demand, but it wasn't on demand. I just
HBO.
Yeah, it wasn't. I know. I went to HBO on demand on my TV. I may have to go to my HBO Go on my Fire Stick because the HBO on demand just had like a preview for his special. It didn't have the actual special. Last night it didn't, but I've heard nothing good about it. Unfortunately, I mean, I like it. You know what? He's been acting. Maybe he hasn't. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't have a good critique of it. But now that he's back in New York, probably going to be doing a lot more stand up. Probably his next special, maybe be a little sharper. From what I hear about it.
I just watched the last 15 minutes, so there might have been a lot, like maybe he got into stories towards the last 15, 20 minutes. Maybe the first 40 minutes were more punchy jokes. I just didn't get a chance to see that, so I can't give an impression. All I saw was stories at the end. He's funny. He makes me laugh, too. Just his voice makes me laugh.
Yeah, me too.
And, so there was some funny moments he made, but I would like to know where it came, how he got to where I started.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because there might have been some callbacks I didn't really get. You know,
I hear you.
But you know, thanks, man.
Our headliner for our show this Friday just tried calling me. Oh, he just texted me.
Rich Aronovich?
He needs details.
Yeah, he's called me too. I'm going to call him back. I think Gaff's going to call you.
Okay.
I just saw him calling as I was doing the podcast. I'm like, I can't answer right now. It's fucking Tuesday.
Yeah,
Rich.
I think someone's asking him to do spots in the city that night, so he wants to know what time he'll be out.
Oh.
So I don't know. Just call him when we're done. We're going to end soon anyway because I want to go to the dog park before dark.
Okay. Anything else you got on your mind?
Not really. Like I said, I had no shows this weekend, so I just went out to dinner. You know,
right.
Nothing. It was just like a regular life, which was very nice. It was nice for a change of pace to not be in a car,
right,
singing by myself on the way to a restaurant.
Yeah. Oh, my thing is being in a car, crying on the way back home.
Yeah. Actually, I did. I did enjoy the weekend before that at Comedy Cove was a bunch of fun, nice shows. You know, it was nice to have a comedy club 20 minutes from my house to work after the weekend. You're like, this is great.
I like comedy clubs too, man. I mean, like just I wish I had the kind of career that I can only do comedy clubs.
Yes.
Because it's so much more fun than going to the Knights of Columbus and like not having no idea what's going to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what is going to happen here?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like at a comedy club, you might get a drunk crowd and like a drunk heckler and a bachelorette party. You can deal with all those kind of things. At a Knights of Columbus for the football team, you have no idea what's showing up.
Yep.
And it's just like, and you're like, there. This is the first year we're doing it. Last year we tried to do it, but we had no spotlight, and there's a drunk. It's like, oh my God, it's always a story.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing it for 4 years. We throw stuff. One year we threw lemons at the guy. Like what? It's just like it's
none of that.
Yeah. You got anything this weekend?
This weekend, I'll do some plugs. Yeah, we'll do some plugs and get out of here because we started so late today. So I have shit to do.
Yeah.
Friday, I'll be doing a Springhouse fundraiser.
Yes.
I believe it's Jackie Burns hosting on Midland and Richard Ronovitz is headlining.
Correct.
Are you coming out and hanging? Or
I'm probably going to come out.
So Gaffney will be on the show.
I get something booked. Well, now, can I say something about that show?
Sure.
I'll do it again in the beginning because for the first time ever, they're reaching out to me saying there's not a lot of ticket sales, and that place is always packed.
Oh wow!
So I think they used to do it earlier in June, end of May, and I just think you're waiting to the end of June. People starting to go away, man. It's just summertime.
Yeah, whenever they change it up.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it being earlier June.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. Yeah, if you go to the, I don't know, what's the info on that? Where is it at?
If they come on my Facebook page, I have a link there for the spring. It's in Westwood at the
Westwood, New Jersey.
At the not American Legion Hall, the other one, VFW.
Okay.
The VFW in Westwood, New Jersey, on Kinnecamack Road. Mm-hmm. Friday show starts at 8:30.
Okay, so you'll see me and Mike, maybe Mike there. So
yeah.
Saturday I'll be up in Montgomery, New York with Mr. Joe Conti at the Stonyford Golf Course, the lodge at the Stonyford Golf Course. So that's a 8 p.m. show. So
nice.
That's up, I don't know where the fuck that is. It's like before Poughkeepsie. It's like it's a little south of Poughkeepsie. So
right. That
should be a good show. And then let's see what I'm trying to see. I got that, and then I got Monday. Monday I'm gonna go hang at the Rich Voss roast. I don't know if you're gonna go to that. I'm gonna go hang, and some of our pals have written for the roast, so I'll go see that. But that's it.
I'm not. I mean, maybe I'll go in. I mean, I don't have a lot going on. It depends on what changes city-wise for me. Maybe I'll go in.
What do you have this weekend other than the Springhouse on Friday?
I don't have nothing, man. Mike, I'm done. Comedy is done.
All right, Mike retired.
It is. I mean, it's a retirement, a forced retirement, actually.
Forced retirement.
Yeah.
That's why I was talking to someone yesterday. It's like, we'll take this summer, you go to some of those shit rooms and try and bust out some new material because that's all we have to do. Right. That's what I do. When my schedule's dead, I'm like, let me just go back to the basics and try and come up with 10, 15 minutes. You know?
I talked to my manager yesterday. I'm not like not giving up on this at all. This is what I want to do. It's just right now a lull. And he's like, I love him. And he's like, hey man, if we can just get you like one of those $1,000 gigs, man, we can start getting back on track. I'm like, yeah. Wouldn't that? He sounds so simple.
Yeah, that's gonna last. $1,000 will last you. How long? Yeah,
not at all. I gotta pay.
I ate a lot of those, man.
Gone. Yeah.
You get you one of those $1,000 gigs. How's that gonna make anything happen?
He's just trying to get me.
Yeah.
Give me some. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm sure he's trying to work hard for it. We're not alone. There's a lot of dead people this summer.
Summer's dead. Last year for me, summer was The summer before that was horrific, and this summer is just as bad. It's just bad. Now, if I didn't have such a bad winter, my thoughts were nestle some money away just to get me through the slow season, just enough to pay my bills.
Yeah.
and not have to sweat bills. But because my winter, November and December and a little bit of January was such in the hole, it took me February and March to get out of the hole, April and May to maintain, and now I'm back in the hole again.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough time to recoup my money. This wasn't enough time.
Yeah, man. That's why we got to go back on tour to the recovery conventions around the country.
Yeah, I emailed, got
bank.
Nothing back so far. But
we'll work hard. We got to put together new demos and new advertising. We'll get them again. It's always we're always well.
It's been a while too, so like we can go back.
We haven't done that in a while. Go out of state and do those.
Yeah.
So that's that, people. Don't let us bring you down. We'll be back.
Oh yeah, we're not going.
We're not going.
I got nothing else. What am I going to do?
And we have nowhere else to be, so you're stuck with us on the podcast.
Exactly.
And our little gigs here and there. But all right, that's our plugs for this week. Everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. And you've been listening to All in Our Heads.